I like.
All right. Do you like it more to the side, or do you like it,
Whenever I like wake up in the morning, I kind of just like.
Okay, sick.
Yeah,
I got you. Watch. All right, let me see this.
I don't really put like any product in my hair or anything like that,
And so, do you like the top longer, or do you like it a little bit shorter than it is now, at least?
a little
Or
bit,
a
little bit shorter than it is now. Not too short.
Okay.
But
I got you. I know exactly what I'll do then.
yeah, like I said, I've been coming here for a bit, so
Yeah,
I trust you.
Yeah, you have been here for a very long time. I appreciate it.
Kind of wish I knew about you guys when you opened up. That would have been sick.
Wait, what happened?
Kind of wish I knew when you knew about you when you opened up.
Okay, so how long have you been coming here?
'Cause I get my haircuts pretty like infrequently. Like I want to say like 3 or 4 months at a time.
But how long have you been here, do you think? Like a couple of years?
At least like a year and a half.
Yeah, that's what I
Almost
thought.
2. I know I still have the old stickers, the old Sermon Salon stickers. I think
Yeah, those ones are fire. I have no more of those. The good ones, the small ones.
Yeah.
The ones that didn't, you got all of them. You ended up getting the hologram ones and the other ones.
Yep. And I keep telling my buddies that I'll come here, but problem is I work with a lot of older people, so they're either like bald or like.
Oh yeah.
Well, you could go there for a beard trim, I guess. Like.
And where is it? Where do you work?
I work on base.
Oh yeah. So.
How's your YouTube stuff been going since we last talked? I think last time you said it was kind of like just stagnant for now.
No, the YouTube's actually been going good.
Yeah.
You know?
The shorts and stuff are popping off.
Oh god. Yeah, the shorts have popped off more than the longs, but where I was at was just trying to figure out what it is they like, and it was back to they want to see cut hair. You guys want to see the haircuts, so it's like now they can see the cut. That's the value that you're adding is the haircut.
Yeah. So do you do shorts of like a before and after, or do you just do long videos for haircuts?
I do shorts of me flipping the shears. Like I have a special niche of something that nobody does.
Yeah.
I've done the thing of spinning the haircut around and showing them that, and that gets less views than the shear flipping for some reason. Probably because everybody does that.
Yeah.
So they
seems like a pretty like cliche thing to do.
I mean, it's easy to do though. That would be really easy to do, because you get a haircut video and then you can just chop it up and bust a short.
Yep.
But I just flip the shears
both,
for.
right?
I like spin my shears around for like 6 seconds and it gets, you know, a few thousand views.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shorts now they're monetizing them. You need 10 million views,
Okay.
and then they monetize your shorts. I'm at 1 million.
1/10 of the win,
You know, in a matter of no time too.
yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Damn, that took about a month
Yeah.
to get there with the shorts. So I figured, okay, you're 10 months away. If you just keep doing what you're doing from it getting monetized.
And that's not even like promoting anything, right? Or you don't have anybody like promoting like Sermon Salon or anything like that?
What do you mean promoting? Like just
Like,
hiring someone to do something?
Maybe not like hiring somebody to do something, but like I don't know. I know you do like UFC fighters and whatnot, right?
Yeah, I don't promote the shop at all.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of UFC, but I remember seeing the guy that did his haircut. And I was like, yeah, shit, he's fighting. Like,
Yeah, but you know what though? Those videos didn't do good.
yeah.
They don't care about that. Whoever the following is that I have here on the camera, they don't give a fuck about the UFC. Just saying, it's, you know, oddly enough, it's they just they like seeing the haircut for some reason. They don't even care about the talk. Like, look, I don't edit anything. I don't need to. That's how, you know, that's just the confidence I have with what I'm doing now. It's nothing, dude.
You think it's people like trying to learn, or
I have
just
no
people
idea.
who are just like enjoying the cut?
I have no idea.
I think that would be a cool thing to see is like a gear rundown of all the stuff that you use.
Oh yeah, you know what though? I tried that. They didn't like it.
Yeah.
I did the breakdown of the shears, my $1,000 shears, and they didn't like it, dude.
Mm.
It like got no like a haircut will get like a few hundred views a long video of mine, and that to maybe 1,000 to it's in that range. But doing the tutorials or whatever, like as far as with the tools and everything, they didn't want to see any of that.
Yeah.
Which is it's like, oh shit, I figured they would have, but no, they didn't. I put out a couple of videos like that, they got no views.
I think the different times, like, I think it's gonna be random because like there are some videos that'll pop off, but they'll pop off like 3 years later, like after somebody has posted it, and then those people will come back to their YouTube channel and be like, "What? Why the hell do I have so many subscribers?" And then like some video that they posted from like 3 years ago, all of a sudden has like 1 million views. Like that happens quite a bit.
And so if you got 1 million views from 3 years ago, that won't monetize your channel.
Oh,
you have
really?
to have them. You have to have those views
more
within
recent.
a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they do that 12-month period. So I mean, yeah, it can. Your video can do that easily. But I don't know that it'll benefit you unless it's already monetized.
Yeah.
You can probably leave them. It doesn't matter. I would leave the videos because at some point, like I could even see mine that I was getting 1,000 views on. They're now up to the 3,000 and. Or a video that only had like 100 views has like 1,200 now.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that.
How's your house hunting going?
I'm actually in the middle of buying a building.
Nice.
I'm opening up a barber school.
Oh damn. Okay.
Just because I figure this is one of those times where it's like, all right, you can go get into a house, or you can open up this business that'll yield you the $1 million a year, and then get into an even bigger, better house.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah, I think last time I was here, you talking about open up like a salon, not a salon. I guess it's a salon. I don't know the terminology, but like somewhere where you train barbers, basically.
A barber school?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it is.
That's the plan for this building, right? For the building you're buying.
Well, it's 6,000 square feet, so there's a lot more planned with that.
Okay.
But that will be part of the plan for sure.
Nice.
Just because it's so easy to do. It's like you have all the connection with the students and.
With that new building, are you gonna move from this one, or are you gonna keep this one?
No, I would close this one down and move to another one.
Okay.
This one I rent, so I don't want to rent anymore. If that kind of
Yeah, for sure.
rings a bell. So I mean, I wouldn't keep this one at all, unless they sold me the building. I want to own something so I could decorate something nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can't do that here because I don't own the building.
So where's the area of this new building?
Kind of in a shitty area, but Wyoming and Candelaria.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, a little bit better than here.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse. It could be on Central. Like,
Well, I would never buy that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the building's on my YouTube channel, so it's on there.
Oh, nice. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was driving down Central yesterday, like 11:30. Dude, just so many people just walking out in the traffic. It's crazy.
I just think of it as I have so much income right now that it's like, how come you don't own a building? You have all this money. It's
Mhm.
like, fucking go buy a building. Why do you pay rent?
Yeah.
Like, I only have a year left here as a lease, but if I buy that one, which I probably will, I'm like 92% just gonna get it. And if I do, I'll finish the lease out here, but just finish painting it out. I won't stick around.
Do you know if you're in like if anybody else has made offers on that building or anything?
Oh, well, it's the person who's selling it is a friend.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's not you. They won't have it. Nobody will have a chance to get it.
Nice.
I get the first shot.
That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, it's not like on the market or anything.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's good. Good to have friends like that.
No. I mean, but at the same time, I really don't care. Just because I'll pay whatever price it's worth. I don't need to get any kind of homie discount or.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I won't do is pay over list. I'm so lucky to have not bought a house. God, dude. That's what I say. I can't wait till. It's like, God, you got so lucky to not get into a house. You would have been screwed. These houses overpriced. And look at how they're coming down already. It's like, God.
Yeah.
That's why I have no attraction in the home anymore. Just because I'm seeing the same houses $20,000, $30,000 cheaper than they were. So, nah.
Yep.
I'll let this, since I'm the one that has the money up front, I'll just let this market crash. And then, go ahead and start this business that, the state's going to pay the students to come. So it's like, all the money's up front. And then I'll do a nonprofit to wash all the taxes. That way I pay nothing in tax. So with a nonprofit, you can just create a salary. I'll create that the same as what I owe in taxes. Like, say, look at this little place. You probably owe $40,000 a year in taxes. Is what I pay at the end of the year, $30,000 to $40,000.
Yep.
With the school, you're probably going to look at paying, $150,000 a year to $200,000. So you want to wash that for sure.
If you go as a student, what's like the normal price being trained by like a barber?
For the shittiest school out here, I think it's like 18,000.
Like a month?
18,000 for the 6 months.
Oh yeah, okay.
And so they just really watch you cut hair and study out of the book. It's easy, dude.
I feel like you wouldn't do by the book if you did like your own. I feel like you'd be a very, very off book, like more hands-on type deal. I don't know.
You can't be because they have to pass a written test.
Oh, okay.
So you have to actually, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So it's like a universal. Okay, got it.
Well, yeah, you're getting a license. So like you're a barber, so you kind of have to cut hair, and then you have to know, there's chapters to the barbering, infection control, a chapter on electricity because you're using corded equipment. Diseases and disorders of the skin and scalp. There's a lot to the chemistry, physics.
I didn't realize it was that in that.
Oh yeah,
that
those chapters are. Look, that book has a chapter of everything other than cutting hair. So when you say, "Oh yeah, the cutting of hair," you're going to learn everything else.
Yeah.
I have to make sure you pass the test.
Yeah.
So the thing of my school that will be better than everywhere else is you will get to learn to cut hair. Yeah. Everywhere else they don't teach you to cut hair.
They're just teaching you to pass the test. And
look, you have to do a perm at State Board, and that's for a barber. You have to do a perm, you have to do a color, you have to do a color retouch, you have to do. There's only one thing of a haircut on there. And it's on a doll, and they don't care how it comes out or anything. They just want to see that you know how to use your tools, and it's easy, dude. Like anybody can probably go pass the test if they just study the book real quick, but it's the practical one's easy to teach someone, but you have to know it in order to because you don't know the 14 different shapes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like nobody would know that unless you. But it's the easiest thing in the world to do. It's like, God, you go through that book and you say, oh, I just got to take them through 15 chapters of that. That's it.
Mm.
And then you have mock tests and everything else. It's like nothing. I'll have half the students, because I'll run a smaller school, just graduate 10 for the first year, make a couple $100,000. And really I'll be cutting hair while I'm doing that, make another 200,000. So, you know, a little 400,000 to start.
That'll be a 6-month class too.
Yeah.
Is that like a requirement that it has to be 6 months, or is that just like a standard?
You have to have a certain amount of hours to graduate.
Okay.
So, however, I seen a guy graduate in 5 months.
Yeah.
You know, but he was there, you know, damn near 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And the program I went through already said as soon as you open up a barber school, we'll send every single student just directly to you. But I won't be able to take that many because I'm not going to be in the beginning running a big old huge barber school.
Yeah. How many do you think you're gonna be taking on at like
20 a year.
20 a year?
Yeah, just keeping it light.
Yeah, 10 a class or whatever.
Exactly. And the way I say that is because I'm greedy, so I'll also be able to cut hair while I do that.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that shop's set up, I can have, there's a study area where there's a classroom. I'll have 5 of them on the classroom for the first 6 months. Then they'll rotate. The other 5 will be able to, there's another enclosure where I'm going to set up a thing and they can watch through a window and start taking notes. I could have them working with mannequins and just really getting set up to take the 2 tests is the main thing. And then, you know, and then also honing in actual barber training, which isn't really, and I'll give out better equipment. You know what I mean? You join my school instead of getting the shitty equipment that most of the schools give you. You'll have all, you know, Mizutani shears. You'll have all the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. And then at that point, once I do that, shout out Mark Bridewell, the attorney. So he said he's going to write up a contract and have 1821, the product company. I'll be the only exclusive dealer of that product when we open up a store in the new place.
That's nice.
Yeah, so it'll be a whole different. This was all fun and games over here. This was like just having fun, and you know, you made a couple $100,000 a year. That's all this was. Now it's time to get started in, you know, making some actual money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like fucking. I don't even want the 400,000 a year that I'm going to make the first year. I want $1 million a year.
Yeah.
I don't want to play any games. I'm not out for that little shit or
Yes, sir.
fucking that bullshit. That's where I said, oh yeah, you keep looking for these houses, and well, that's just going to turn you into a normal person. You're going to go get that house in Tanamon. Now you have a house payment. You're not going to go get a building. It's time to go make more money.
Yeah.
Look, a long time ago when I looked at this watch. And I had the money, and I said I could buy this watch, or I could open up the shop. I opened up the shop. I have a bunch of watches.
Yeah.
So that's where I say I'm going to do the same thing on this one. It's like, you know, oh, go get a house or buy a big, huge business that you can do multiple things out of and, you know, make money.
And you think like a lot of people would share that mindset of like, I want to make all this money?
Nah, I don't think anyone has that mindset. Like,
no?
I mean, I doubt it. Like, how many people are poor?
I think there's a lot. Well, I think there's a lot of people who want to, but I don't think they have the same like.
In your bank account, you don't share that mindset.
Yeah,
I
but
can
that's what
already
I'm
tell you
saying.
that. And most of the motherfuckers around here, they don't share that mindset. That's what I can already tell you they don't. I don't care what they thought about. They won't do anything. You know what I mean? That's what'll set them apart from me. Is I actually do it.
Yeah.
These guys don't do anything. It's like fucking. But then again, you know, they're not driving $100,000 cars and fucking everything else.
Yeah.
Paid off. You get what you put in. So it's like, you know what I mean? Fuck, you have nothing because you don't do anything. If you have nothing, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Look, I'm out of prison who has no education or anything at all, and I make well over $100,000 a year. So it's like, come on now, you can't. That's almost like everyone ought to check themselves. If you're not making $100,000 a year, then you should be embarrassed that this fucking fool is making, you know, more than you. That's embarrassing. I would be fucking pissed if I was like, this convicted felon is making more money than me and I went to school. It's like, holy fucking Jesus. But they don't think that way. That's why they'll stay, fucked up. These guys are worried about vacation. It's like, you haven't even made your first $100,000 yet. Yeah. You're worried about a goddamn vacation. It's like, that's an employee mindset, off the rip.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell who has the balls and who doesn't. It's like, fucking, like, I ain't taking orders from another man. That's, one thing with me. I don't do, I could never do that. Some dude telling me how to do something, when to do it, and for what? When I could build my own. And I make more money, and I choose how much money I make, when I make it, how I make it, and everything. And everything, the choice is mine. I could never be an employee, only because I would make a lot less if I was. But I'm saying also, I just don't. I couldn't show. It's almost selling out for me, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a weirdo. I could never do that. Just because then I wouldn't want to come to work. Just because, you know what I mean? It'd be like, man, I don't really want to go.
It's I don't know. It's a little bit
fucking $60,000 a year. It's like, I'd rather be in fucking jail. It's like, fucking sorry. It's like, that doesn't work for me. It's like, fucking.
I ended up watching that news story they did on. I forgot the lady's name. Who did the interview with you?
Oh yeah.
And it was it was pretty cool to see like where you came from to where you are now.
Almost 4 years ago.
Yeah.
In prison, fucking. That's where I say, God, dude. And then these guys still do the same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's hard to respect anyone that I was even out with earlier before. And it's like you come back and they're doing the same fucking thing. That's sad.
It's a little sad when nobody seems to have the drive to want to get to the next step. Whatever it might be for them, right?
They're lazy, dude. There's no direction. Because, you can learn anything. Look how I learned it. I don't have anybody helping me. It's like, and I learned all this shit on my own.
Like, I have a couple of friends who are, like, super talented, right? And, like, we all have kids. Like, we're all, like, 26, 27. We all have kids. And, like, I try my best to, like, find shit for them to, like, get them to the next level. Like, get them a security clearance. Like, but I'll, like, share, like, all these openings and stuff and just no responses. Like, I'm like, dude, we're just, like, trying to help. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to, like, be, like, oh, come under my wing and, like, I'll show you the way of the,
There's nothing wrong with taking someone under the wing.
Yeah, but I feel like the way they would view it is like, oh, now I owe him something. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that.
Huh. See, over here, anybody can come here for free and talk to me and ask me exactly what a plan of action would be, and I'd set them up with one for free. Like, whatever they wanted to do, enhance whatever life it is that they're living, and then have it to where, watch, I'll do your 1304. I'm just going to show you this first, just to see that.
Okay.
And then just so that way.
Yeah, I like it.
So, you like it?
Yeah, like a lot.